Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Ali, Alicia, whatever you guys call me. Welcome back to my channel. It's been about, give or take, 2 weeks since I've uploaded a video. As you guys know, I recently had a tonsillectomy surgery done and recovery has been rough. This is the first day, the second day that I've kind of felt more like myself, a little bit more normal. My throat still hurts, but I wanted to make a quick video for you guys talking about my recovery process and how it's been going. Since today was my 2 weeks post-op appointment. I haven't talked this out in a while, so it kind of hurts, so bear with me if I get softer or something, or if there's a lot of jump cuts, I apologize. But on January 6th, I had my tonsillectomy surgery. I probably should go back and watch the video that I had uploaded around that time, but I had my surgery. I had a comment asking about how the anesthesia, I can't even pronounce words correctly, and I've been a part of all this medical stuff for forever, but how it went. And I did respond in a comment, but I also wanted to respond in the video how the process went and everything for anyone who's curious. So basically, I had to fast for 12 hours, or give or take 12 hours. I wasn't allowed to eat past midnight. And then, sorry, ADD, but I wasn't allowed to eat or drink anything past midnight. I checked in at like, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning. My procedure was supposed to be at 12, but my ENT was late, the person who was doing my surgery. So it got pushed back an hour, but I got IV fluids while I was waiting to stay hydrated. And then when she arrived, my anesthesiologist, I already put all my papers away, but I have a list of papers of like what medications and everything they gave me throughout the surgery and everything that day. So if you guys want to know, let me know. And I don't know, I'll post it on Instagram or something so you guys can see. But before I got the anesthesia to actually be put out, he gave me a shot of something else to help me calm down, which really, really helped. My throat hurts. But yeah, it really helped. It calms me down. Man, I haven't filmed a video in so long that it just feels weird being behind the camera again. But anyways, so IV, then I got some kind of medication to help calm me down or whatever, and then I got taken back into the OR, and then they gave the anesthesia. While I was put out, they put in a breathing tube, and they also gave me anti-nausea medication in case blood went into my stomach, because like your stomach and blood makes you nauseous or whatever, or it makes you throw up and stuff like that. When I've been put under like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in my life, so it was nothing new for me. Usually they have me count backwards, but this operation they didn't have me count or anything at all. But when they gave me the anesthesia, it was like I was up, then all of a sudden I was out. I don't remember going to sleep, and then I was up in the recovery room already. So my experience with the recovery right after surgery was I was convinced that one of my high school best friends, really good friends, was dead, and no one would tell me the truth. Like, that's what I dreamt of. So I was like bawling my eyes out when I woke up. But I didn't tell the nurses like why I was crying or whatever, but I was super, super convinced that that one of my best friends was dead and everyone was lying to me. And yeah, that's a whole nother story. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't be talking this much. But after I woke up, they gave me ice chips and a popsicle. And then they called my ride home, which was my boyfriend, and I'm not sure exactly how long I was in the recovery room, but I just got sent home after that, and that was that. I got sent home with pain meds, hydrocodone acetamin. I can't say things correctly, but that's what I got sent home with. The first 3 days of recovery was probably the easiest, in all honesty. That first day, while you still have the anesthesia in you, I highly, highly recommend getting as much fluids down as possible. Staying hydrated is the most important thing. My ENT recommended that I get Pedialyte pops, which I had, and I tried to drink as much water as I could. I did all this research preparing for this procedure, watching other people's YouTube videos with experiences, and if I have to be honest, my experience was not like any of these other YouTubers' experiences that I watched or things that I've read on Reddit and everything. And I told my ENT about that, and she said in her whole career she's never heard of people like recovering like that. Like, granted, everyone recovers differently, but she said that how I recovered was the most common experience that people will go through. So anyways, the first 3 days was the absolute easiest. The end of the third day, it started to get bad. I had timers set for what times to take my medications and everything. Hold on. So excuse my messy handwriting, it's not very organized, but I wrote down what time I was taking what. I was taking Tylenol, I was taking that hydrocodone, and I was taking ibuprofen. I was on all of it. You need to stay on top of taking your meds if you ever get a tonsillectomy. That's one of the most important things. Don't try to play catch up. And when you take your meds, the 30 minutes after that, that's the best time to try to get fluids down and food and everything. And I highly recommend doing that, staying on that schedule, setting those alarm clocks on your phone. My voice sounds funny. Hold on, I'm gonna get some water. Sorry, I got my water. My mom got me this for Christmas. Best thing ever. Except, well, it's kind of like the best thing because it keeps the cat hair out of everything because there's cat hair everywhere. But I forgot where I was. Yeah, stay on top of your meds. I had applesauce, but on the third day, the closer to the end of the third day of the tonsillectomy, my pain meds started to make me nauseous because I wasn't able to get enough food down. For me personally, I have to eat food to take painkillers or narcotics or anything like that, and it just didn't work out so well, and I threw up the applesauce that I ate. So then after that, I just couldn't eat applesauce the rest of this recovery period. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, if I haven't thrown up in years. Well, it's been a few years since I've thrown up, and before that, the last time I threw up before that was when I was 6 or 7 years old. So yeah, and after that, it was all kind of really downhill till, what day did I go to the emergency room? So January 9th till the 12th was the worst. Well, actually, till like 3 days ago. So not the 12th, but 19, 18, 17, like till the 16th. From 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Those, those 8 days were the absolute worst for me. I really don't have any advice except for, if you feel like you need to go to the ER to get fluids, go to the ER to get fluids. Because I went to the emergency room on the 12th for fluids, and that was probably the best decision that I made throughout this entire recovery process, because I wasn't able to get enough fluids down. My urine was very dark, very orangey looking, and me dealing with so much medical issues for the past 7, 8 years, I knew that was a bad thing, but I still double checked with my doctor's office if I should go to the ER, and they're like, yep, go to the ER, get some fluids. I also got painkillers, and I got Zofran, which is an anti-nausea medication, and that was an absolute lifesaver for about 3 days until the 14th. On the 14th, the Zofran wasn't helping again, so I couldn't take my painkillers again. So instead, I was loading up on ibuprofen. I put the paper away already, but there's a certain amount of ibuprofen you're allowed to take within 24 hours, and I was taking the max every day. It's only from yesterday that I've kind of started lowering the dosages, and I've kind of been able to deal with the pain. Not much has happened over the recovery process except I've been in bed basically every single day. Today is the first day that I'm really out of bed and doing anything, which is why I picked up the camera to record a video for you guys. Yesterday I ate not yesterday I didn't eat mac and cheese. The day before yesterday I had some mac and cheese. Yesterday I had a little bit of ramen, and it's not like a lot of food I had. It's like a very small amount. And then today I had a piece of Spam, scrambled eggs, and a very small amount of rice. And then for lunch, it took me so long, but I had miso butterfish. Miso butterfish is so soft, so I had that for lunch. It took me so long to eat it, but it was so worth it. That was the first full meal that I've had in 2 weeks. And then for dinner, I had some ramen. So basically, every single thing that I've been eating the last 2 days, my boyfriend has been eating the leftovers because I can only take like a few bites and that's it. But I also had my my 2-week post-op appointment. Sorry, this video is all over the place, but I had my 2-week post-op appointment today, and I still have about 1 more week of recovery to go, so I can't really push anything. I have to make sure I keep eating soft foods, keep myself hydrated and everything, take medications when needed, and if there's any problems, to call the doctor's office. But I personally feel like I kind of forced myself a little bit to eat today, and I don't think that's something that I should have done, but I've been so hungry. I lost 10 to 12 pounds over the last 2 weeks, and I just really needed some kind of food. Like, I was what is the word? I was constipated. I didn't poop for 8 days, guys. I did not poop for 8 days. I pooped the day after surgery, but then I didn't poop for 8 days after that. I was so constipated. Like, there was nothing really to come out anyway because I had fasted the day before and I wasn't really eating anything, but I was still constipated, and it was awful. And when the constipation finally went away, I pooped like 5 times. I had diarrhea. Okay, but enough about that. But yeah, I guess the biggest piece of advice that I have for people that's might be getting a tonsillectomy is try your very hardest to get those fluids down. Set alarms for your medications. Write down, like, have a chart to write down the medications to check off if you've taken it at the time that you're supposed to make sure you don't like take more than you're supposed to or less or whatever. Don't be afraid to call your doctor's office if you need anything. I've seen other people that's gotten tonsillectomies. They get prescribed like mouth numbing things and everything, and I personally didn't get prescribed anything like that, so I don't have any opinions on that because that didn't happen for me. But yeah, it's honestly just so nice being in front of the camera again. It's been far too long. I got so used to picking up the camera every day or every few days, recording a video for you guys, talking to you guys, and this is kind of like my little outlet. I was just getting kind of so antsy, especially today since I've been able to talk more. I've just been getting so antsy to talk more and like just talk. I had messaged like one of my friends too today that like I'm just so tired of being isolated, and they're like, oh, well, you can always talk to me. And even though they're being nice and everything, I don't think they really understand like what I meant being isolated, because as a cancer patient, um, before this entire pandemic started, I was already kind of self-isolating and everything because I was traveling for treatments. Like, I did have a job after treatments were over, but I still didn't, like, I was just getting into my new normal when this entire pandemic started. So everything was just really, it was really, really rough. And talking in front of the camera and talking to you guys has kind of been like my little therapy sessions, if that makes sense. Sorry, my lips are dry. Make sure you get like chapstick. I usually use this is like one of my favorite ones, Carmex, except I usually get it inside the, I don't know, it's a little tin, but Carmex. That's like one of my favorites. I also got a rash from my, I got hives from the painkillers. So that was another reason why I stopped the painkillers. Oh my gosh, I'm just all over the place. I've been talking for so long already. I think I'm just gonna end this video here for now because my throat kind of hurts, and I know that I'm obviously all over the place. If you guys have any questions, please comment them down below or DM me on Instagram at owlstar. And oh, okay, this is kind of gross, so like, sorry, but so first it was like super dry on the side of my nose. That's just like, I don't know, a pimple that I popped or something, but it was super dry on the side of my nose. Then it was like, it's kind of gross, a little pussy. Then it just went away, and then it was still super dry and bumpy, but now it's turning into a pimple, and like my skincare isn't helping, and I don't know what to do, and it's like itchy and sore, and like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you guys have any suggestions for that, please let me know. But anyways, I am done talking for today. It's so great to be back. I'm not sure when my next video will be up, but I'm just happy to get this video up for you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more videos of mine in the future. And I will see you guys again very soon for another vlog.